Welcome to Messing Around Monday. You are here with the boys. We are messing around tonight. We got some good vibes going. Brackets just came out for March Madness, and so we are hyped for that. I want to go ahead and plug this happening later this week. We are dropping an extra special episode. Sorry for the ad right here at the beginning of the pod, but here we go. Tomorrow morning, if you're listening to this on Monday, Tuesday morning, we are dropping an extra special March Madness edition episode where we will break down the bracket. We'll break down our favorite matchups. We will break down maybe some early betting lines. Not some lines yet because it's kind of early for that for us. But we will at least talk about some of our favorite things. Mason and I are both going to dive into some of the numbers, into some of the best Cinderella teams to look out for, some of the best matchups you might want to pick for your brackets that you're filling out. So if you're looking at the bracket and you're not sure what to do, our goal is to give you some tips and give you some stats to help you with that. So check that episode out, coming out tomorrow. But for now, we're messing around. This is not a sports episode. We're here to chop it up a bit. We got a lot to cover today. We're covering some press releases. We got stuff in the news. Big things happening in the world. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to talk about it regardless. Tik-Tok is in trouble. Sorry. Save that for press release. We are also we're bringing back our TV Superlative. We said it was going to be a repeating series, and so we're here for round 2. We got some pretty funny superlatives to give out to our favorite TV characters. So we will end the episode with that, and let's get going. Boys, how are we doing tonight?
It's been a long weekend. We went to the Dan and Shay concert last night in Knoxville. Yeah. I worked preload that morning, so it was a 20-hour day for your boy. Whew. It's been a nice Sunday, just napping around, not doing much.
Napping around on a Sunday. Nothing beats
messing around on a Monday.
Listen to me here. Nothing beats a Sunday afternoon nap. I'm the king of naps. I love me a nap. It just makes the day so much better. So, but Zach is chomping at the bit here. He's already thrown out he's ready to go. He's thrown out some of the press releases.
Sorry.
We're just ready.
Mason,
but so am I. I'm ready.
With things that hit different with Mason. Sunday afternoon naps.
Afternoon naps. It just hits different.
Things that hit different. We keep the list going. If you know, you know. Basically, if you listen to the last episode, you know.
Should we talk about this real quick and then we can go did we scare away people with the title of last episode? I want to hear from the fans. Fans, reach out to us. nextguyup@gmail.com. Did we scare you away? Yes or no? Because there is a war on milk, and we just want, we were just bringing it to the table. That's all it was. Nobody be afraid of the titles.
Yeah, just pull back the curtain a little bit. I kind of go back and forth between clickbaity titles and actually telling you what we talk about that episode. I'm trying to see which one gets more clicks. So I've been experimenting a little bit. Stop the War on Milk was a little bit of a clickbait title. I don't know if it works very well. So we're gonna keep going with it. And next they'll be like, Mason said, "What about race in America?" And then we'll try to get some clicks there.
Trying to get me canceled?
If it's what it takes to get the pod to listens, we'll do it. I'm not above it.
Not above it at all.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. So do we want to just jump in?
Let's jump in.
Yeah,
let's do
dive
it.
on
We're ready.
Press release? Mason,
Yeah.
Press release. What do you got?
So all of us here are huge Cheeto fans. Did you hear about this? New Cheeto flavor out?
Ooh.
Yeah. A couple days ago, Cheetos releases Flamin' Hot Smoky Ghost Pepper Puffs for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which, by the way, that looks like the worst movie. The Ghostbuster industry died after the old classic one. There, I said it.
Wow.
But if anybody's seen the trailer, it just looks horrible. Yeah, hot take. But yeah, what do we think of this new flavor? Well, first of all, question 1, what do we think of this new flavor? Tins is a huge hot Cheeto guy. My brother is as well. What do we think about this new flavor? And then what do you think about the new Ghostbusters movie? So 2 questions. Go ahead, Tens.
I'm excited to try the new flavor. I love all things flaming hot Cheetos and things like that. And this Ghostbusters actually looks pretty good. Like I think I'm excited to see it.
It's
I know people be
got
like, "Oh, it's cheesy," and what I mean, but like the originals are super cheesy.
yeah. Who's
I
it
do
got
like
in
Paul
it?
Rudd.
Paul Rudd is in it. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. I to be fair, I never watched the last remake of. I didn't watch the first one.
Yeah.
The Paul Rudd one, whatever it was called. I don't know. I think it was just called Ghostbusters, probably. I don't know. I like him. I wouldn't like not watch it if I was given the opportunity, but I'm also not going out of my way to watch it. So
The
take
in
that
between
what
there.
it is.
Yeah. But regular Cheetos or Puffs? Because this is a Puffs. So how do we feel?
I've also never purchased Cheeto Puffs. I don't think like intentionally.
Oh, look at that! Not a Cheeto Puffs guy.
Again,
It,
I'll
get,
eat them if available. I just am not going to go out of my way to purchase them.
it,
I would rather just buy Cheetos.
it leaves like a film on my mouth, like the Cheeto Puffs does. It's different, but okay. Another food news: Campbell's just released a limited edition grilled cheese and tomato soup flavor. And I'm like, how do you get the grilled cheese in there? But do you ever see these flavors of something and you're like, how do they get that flavor in? And like, how is that gonna pan out? So yeah, Campbell's
Very
Grilled
cheese and
interesting.
tomato. Yeah.
Huh.
Tens had some food news.
Yeah, just real quick about the Campbells. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like you said, I don't know how you're going to get that kind of flavor combined in the soup. That should be interesting. Sometimes I think the world has gone a little wild with soups. Like, let's just stick to the basics. I mean, they've got things like buffalo mac and cheese soup I've seen before. I mean, it's just
on that.
I stroll down the soup aisle to grab stuff for UPS to eat in the mornings, and I'm just looking around and I'm like, what are we doing? There's some crazy stuff there. I don't know. Crazy stuff. So that'll be weird. I'm boycotting Campbell's because they are doing a limited edition, Jason Kelsey edition Campbell's soup. So down with Campbell's soup.
Canceled.
They're canceled to me. No Campbell's in my household. Yes, I did have some food news. Recurring guest Wendy's. We talk about Wendy's a lot on this podcast, which is, it is what it is. I love Wendy's. I ate Wendy's last night after the concert.
Yeah, you did. We need them as a sponsor fast. We'll work on that.
I would take it well done.
Yeah, just for some free merch. But so they have they're tapping into like the limited time, limited edition. Zach is a mess. Zach just knocked something over and made a giant mess. They have tapped into the world of I can't even talk. They're cycling through different frosty flavors. They did
a pumpkin spice.
They did a pumpkin spice. They did strawberry over the summer. And now, starting Tuesday, they are going to have the orange dreamsicle flavor of Frosty, which I'm very excited about. I think this could be something that has me at Wendy's a lot more than I need to be, which is saying a lot because I'm at Wendy's a lot more than I need to be already.
I'm very excited about that. I'm a big orange dreamsicle guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big orange push-up guy from Cookout. Yep. Love the orange dreamsicle. I did not know this news. This is big for me. I will be going on. What did you say? Thursday?
Tuesday. Tomorrow.
Perfect. I'm eating one every day in support of the Vols.
There we go.
Tournament hopes. So
we eat one every day until the Vols are out.
I got the Frosty card thing for the free mini Frosty. Give me a little one. This is big news for me. I hope my local Wendy's has their ice cream machine up and running. Ice cream machines seem to be just like the thing that breaks down all the time.
Which I don't understand.
Because Cookout's never is broken down.
Yeah. As someone who worked at a Cookout for a long time, it's like you take it apart every night and clean it. You take it apart before you put it back together in the mornings. You have to clean it. Yeah. They tell you
the problem is they're not doing that.
Yeah. They tell you at cookout, like if you tear up the ice cream machine, which is you put it together wrong and try to run it, will tear it up, or you don't clean it, you will be fired. Like if you have to make a call and say,
Oh.
our ice cream machine is broken, 9 times out of 10, that manager is fired because they're super expensive and just you can't go to cookout and be like, sorry, our ice cream machine's broken. It's not an acceptable
Kind of
answer.
their thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I
very excited.
am circling back to the the Campbell's soup flavors, what used to be or what is now. Unusual flavors: asparagus, bean, celery, mutton, pea,
Gosh.
tomato okra, and vegetable beef. I feel like is pretty normal. They have some that I can't even pronounce, so I skipped over them. Bouillon.
Bouillon's normal.
Bouillon, chicken gumbo, clam chowder, julienne, I don't know, mock turtle. I don't even know what that would be. I think I like turtle ice cream.
It's turtle soup, but without actual turtle.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, weird flavors there. Just want to circle back around to that. So,
soups are getting out of control, but
out of control.
Yeah, but like Zach said, I'm really excited about the orange dreamsicle. I have a Wendy's right across from where I work at my second job at Blue Coast. So I don't eat Blue Coast very much just because I've worked there for so long. But I do stop at that Wendy's a lot on my way to get Macy from school. So it is very clutch. And then my second press release, I figured we're talking about Wendy's. We might as well talk about our second favorite thing to talk about, which is Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, which has been going on for over a year now. I know she's doing all her big international legs right now. Officially released on Disney Plus last week.
Yeah.
Smashed a bunch of viewing records, like premiere records and all that good stuff. So shout out our favorite person, Taylor Swift. Thank you for the clicks. And thank you for releasing this on Disney Plus and the movie theaters. I know we talked about that back then because that saved the three of us a lot of money because our wives did not go to the concert. They were able to watch it on the movie theater or Disney Plus, and it saved us thousands of dollars of them not going to the Eras Tour.
Correct.
Yeah, when it first came out, I originally did the rent where you just rented it for 3 days, or you couldn't actually buy it. It was just like a rent for 30 days for $30 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, man, if I would have known, we just waited like 5 more months and then had it on Disney Plus because we already have Disney Plus. But yeah,
shout out to my wife who went and watched it in theaters, and then we rented it and watched it together. And then she watched it when it got released on Disney Plus at work while she was at work the other day. And yesterday she had it on again. So shout out.
The smart thing that they did is they did one version without certain songs, and then another version added 2 songs that you didn't get to see. And then the one on Disney Plus, I believe there's also more songs that you never got to see. So it's like it keeps you going back for more.
That's how they get you.
Saw the original. Yep.
It's like deleted scenes, The Office.
And there's
you watch a whole episode again to see the like 30 seconds of never before seen footage.
That's usually Tens would say it's good.
It's more. It's at least like 3 or 4 scenes per episode, and some of them are like I know why I can see why it was cut, but they're pretty funny.
All right, Zach, your turn. Time for your press release.
All right, here we go. I've got a couple here. Let's start off on the Cheetos. Same thing that Mason was talking about Cheetos, I know. And it has been said that California schools could ban Flamin' Hot Cheetos soon due to a newly proposed bill targeting artificial ingredients. So Mason would be in luck. Get that red trash out of the schools.
That's right. Well, apparently it's like bad for you, and in California and other states out west, they're like already banning it. So
bad for you. Never
I grew up eating it, and I'm completely normal.
How about that?
We're so normal.
How about the Debbie cakes and stuff? They just keeping that? That's artificial. Is everything artificial, or we just kind of like
That's the
apples and
question.
oranges
They
and
have like celery sticks in the vending machines. What kind of garbage? These put the hot fudge sundae Pop Tarts back in the vending machines. First of all, I took a lot of hate this week for the hot fudge sundae. I don't want to hear it.
People that hate those are just telling on themselves.
I don't want. We're not going to talk about the Pop Tart thing. I'm over it.
I got a lot of love. I don't know what you're talking about over there.
Yeah, you
I
and
don't
your
know.
grandpa.
I don't know in what world that everyone likes this garbage brown sugar cinnamon, whatever it is.
We had people reach out from all over. It wasn't just one
It's not
person.
true. It was all of our wives.
Yeah, congrats.
Guys, this is the best. And I don't buy it. I don't know who's buying those and eating those for fun because it's just not.
We should look at the sales, but we're off topic here.
You don't buy
big 65 plus demographic.
Strawberry. I'm good with. Strawberry's fine. Strawberry's good. It's a good pick. S'mores good, but all the love the brown sugar cinnamon was getting was like, what kind of world are we living in? Okay, sorry.
When the three people that were yelling about it are our wives, and guess what? We really trust their choices and things. I mean, look who they married. 3 idiots.
They married the pod. Okay, so there's that. I don't know, whatever you think about artificial ingredients and stuff. Next, there is a new animated series coming out. It's announced an Among Us themed animated series. Randall Park as Red. I'm just going to give you some of the names that have been thrown around already. Elijah Wood as Green. Shout out Frodo. Ashley Johnson as Purple. Yvette Nicole Brown as Orange. So I don't have any idea what the plot of this is going to be. If it's similar to the game where it's like someone is murdered and you have to figure it out, that might be kind of fun. I don't know. It's a little bit violent for a children's show, though. Someone is dead. That game is a little bit violent. So I don't know. I don't know if there's been any kind of thoughts as to what that's going to look like. But maybe they're searching out a volcano to throw a ring into. Who knows? Could be. Who's to say? I would probably watch that show. Just the Lord of the Rings, but with Among Us characters. That'd be kind of sick. Who wouldn't watch it? Okay, one more quick one, and then we have two more quick ones. Next, we have talked about this show a lot, so I'm not going to belabor this point. But The Bear has renewed for season 4 officially, so
let's go.
It's coming. I finally finished the whole second season. It was very good. Lastly, this is big time. The U.S. House of Representatives has voted pretty in pretty wide order. Probably the most Congress has ever agreed on anything. To ban TikTok. A fun fact. So I have some information about it. I did a little bit of digging. It looks like, from what I can see, that they gave TikTok. So it passed by an overwhelming measure, apparently. And they're giving the company that owns TikTok a choice. They can either sell TikTok within 6 months, or they're going to lose access to app stores and web hosting services in the U.S. A lot of this is concerning TikTok's apparent connection with China, apparently.
Yeah, it's because of a lot of the privacy stuff, and they're getting this company that owns TikTok. It's becoming like a security risk. People they're getting our info from our phones and stuff like that.
Could be used to spy on America.
Right.
Apparently.
Yeah. So that's why they're saying you can either sell TikTok to an American-based company, or we will ban it in our country. Which has TikTokers up in arms because we have a generation of people that's whole job is to make content on TikTok, and they make a lot of money doing it. So
like millionaires just to do that. It's crazy.
Looks like Vine is coming back.
Well, I was gonna say, what stops someone?
Vine, man.
Yeah, give us back Vine. What stops someone that's just tech savvy that can create an app just to recreate this but just a different version of it. Literally, like just call it Tik Tik or something else. Just like
Verbal
Talk
trademark.
Tik.
Verbal trademark.
I mean,
or the next guy podcast, and it's just literally the same thing, but it's just renamed. How do we like? How is that not going to happen if this gets banned?
Here's
why
like
someone
Mason.
will do it.
You remember that time whenever Instagram tried to recreate Twitter?
Yeah,
Threads. You remember that experiment?
It's still kind of going, right? Isn't that kind of
no? I do not think anyone is on that website. I think now it's like those old Call of Duty servers where it's just everyone is like hacking, and it's like that's what I imagine the Threads is like now.
Not Threads, but Reels. Reels, kind of not the exact same, but you get some of the same videos on there.
Reels, Instagram has that kind of TikTok side of their site.
I feel like people will just go to that and just turn it into or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like something else will just be recreated because the whole world, that's how we learn now how to do anything, tie your shoe, cook, anything like that. You learn through TikTok. So I feel like something else will just get recreated.
I do not learn those things through TikTok.
Well, now the kids these days are.
They learn to tie their shoes through TikTok?
Probably. Cooking
TikTok,
for sure.
TikTok is pretty scary. I wouldn't mind if TikTok got shut down. It'd be kind of fun.
Ask any kid that's in high school right now how they learn how to do certain things. They're like, oh, I learned this on TikTok.
Back in the good old days, we just watched YouTube videos.
Yep.
Back when we were in country. When did YouTube become like too long form for the youth that we had to move to like TikTok? You ever think about that?
That's a good question.
Mason came and watched a movie. What happened to our attention spans in this country? I'm just kidding. I mean, obviously, I'll get stuck in watching 30-second videos of stupid stuff I don't care about as well. But maybe as a country, we'd be better off get TikTok out. That's my stance.
I stand with getting it out.
Mason wants to keep brainwashing the youth of America.
I never said that. When did I ever say that?
He said TikTok is good. Kids learn in TikTok. That's all they do.
I said
they use it as an educational resource.
Go ahead. Open up TikTok right now and tell me the first video that pops up. It's either going to be someone doing a fake prank, someone dancing, or someone's trying to tell you how you can make $12,000 a month doing Amazon drop shipping.
No, they're learning math on TikTok.
Yeah.
Tie their shoes.
I just said that this generation would not know what to do without TikTok because everybody.
Well, buckle up. Get ready to learn without it.
Mason's on big TikTok right now. It's wild. What a wild take for a Mason.
I don't even have it because I found myself just constantly on it. So I was like, get it out of here.
Mason from Next Guy Podcast says, United States needs TikTok.
Is that
we will not make it without it.
Never said that.
That's the press release.
We found our episode title.
Never said that. Mason says TikTok is good for the youth of today. I don't know. I'll keep workshopping that. I'll figure something good out. Okay. Any other good press releases, everybody?
Nope.
No.
Anybody watch anything interesting this week? Watch any interesting TV, movies?
I've been watching the new Walking Dead.
Ooh. How is it?
I'm back to watching episode of something every week. It's very good. If you've fallen off of the Walking Dead train, might be time to hop back.
Uh-oh. Back on the train.
I was reading an article about how network television suffered from like a series fatigue, where series would go so long and people would just hate watching it. Walking Dead was included in that, and then they've done what they've done, and now this new series is like one of the biggest premieres in franchise history. So it's been very good.
Love it. Interesting.
Do you need to watch the whole first series to pick back up on this? Because I stopped when
Not the whole thing. I mean,
Keegan came in.
if you watch, well, yeah, you would need to watch up until when Rick disappears.
I felt like a lot of people stopped when Keegan came in.
Keegan, his name is
Keegan?
Negan.
Negan.
And no, people did not stop watching then. It was still very, very popular. That was like the most popular season was the Negan season.
Everybody got mad about who died. Spoiler alert.
And then people kept watching it for 2 more years. It was still a very popular.
And then
show.
they stopped. Okay. And
Once Rick went away, yeah.
What the? Rick went away. Okay.
Spoiler. Okay.
TV superlatives.
TV superlatives. So if you missed our first TV superlatives episode, go check it out. We're kind of doing this high school yearbook style where we're picking out some superlatives, and we are nominating some of our favorite TV characters to fit into certain categories. Now, the only stipulation was that we could not pick the same person for 2 of our own categories. So the 5 people that we picked in the first week are ineligible for this week's characters. We won't go through all of those, but we know who they are. And so, are we ready? Do we want to just start hitting some?
Yeah, let me write mine down real quick because my phone's at 1%, and so it's going to die.
Oh, off the dome. I have. I feel like as this exercise has helped me think back and explore some of my favorite TV characters, which is kind of fun. It's what I like to do. I will say there's a lot of sitcom characters out there. There's like a pretty extraordinary number of people you could pick from, which is pretty fun. But sitcoms, I feel like are jump to the top of my list. Like I keep thinking of. I don't know why. Like those are the easiest characters. I think it's because you spend a lot of time with them. Like you spend 8 or 9 seasons with them a lot of times. I've been working my way back through New Girl, and I do like that show. But you Parks and Rec and The Office and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and you are just like all the different. That's just that in itself is dozens of characters.
That's a big universe just right there. Yeah,
that's true. So we can pick, as long as we don't pick previous ones we've picked, we can pick other people's, like if someone else has said a character. Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I understood the rules. I'm good to go.
Okay, let's start off with a softball.
Okay.
This got renamed last minute.
Dang it.
I'll tell you let me pitch it to you. It got shut down by the group. This is what I wanted to name.
I'm fine.
Here's what I wanted to name the category. Most likely to make me want to punch a child, or most likely to make Mason want to punch a child. It's usually Mason calling out. This is a category for child actors or child characters you were not a fan of and were very annoying. This is come up a couple times on this podcast. Mason does a lot of these. This is easy. So Mason, why don't you go first? I think we could all probably pick which one.
I'm gonna avoid one that I've brought up in the past because I made a public apology. You know who you are. So I'm going with the kid Princess Leia from the series Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
we knew it was going there. Yeah.
Seemed like every episode she was always getting in trouble, whining or complaining. Made Obi-Wan's life just more difficult. For some reason, she was the greatest escape artist, though. She would run with her arms flaying out left and right like this. Nobody can see me because this is a podcast. But then these like full-grown men would not be able to like step over a branch, so she like slid under. I don't know.
He's force sensitive, Mason.
Yeah. I'm going to just let Macy run around your backyard, and I'm going to say, go catch her. See what happens. You will fall. You will knock over stuff. You will. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a bad guy. Though. You know what you saw that scene where she's like in the woods and she's like barely running doing this. She's like an escape artist, though. Does anybody agree with me, though? She was like always getting in trouble.
She's
running away.
She's like 8 years old, and some strange man are trying to get her.
Chasing her in the
And then
forest.
another strange man comes to the planet and saves her and says, "Follow me. I know you don't know me, but just trust me."
I know Mason was supposed
Okay.
to be chill, just like, yeah, cool.
But yeah, I'm
Let's
8.
hit it.
I fully understand this situation, and I'm going to roll with the punches.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Baby Yoda, Grogu, Mason.
He's not annoying. He uses the Force. He's sometimes annoying. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, go ahead,
Oh,
everybody.
boy.
Your all's turn.
Tins, who you got for this one?
I've got Peppa Pig from the animated TV show Peppa Pig.
You want to punch Peppa Pig?
Yeah, I do actually. Peppa Pig is
Macy,
not.
close your ears.
Oh,
She doesn't like Peppa
we've
Pig
had.
anymore.
Well, no, I just don't let her watch it. Peppa Pig is a terrible show. Peppa
He
Pig
told her got canceled.
is
Sorry,
a show
Macy.
that this character throws whiny hissy fits all the time. She doesn't get her way. And the only thing they ever talk about the dads in the show is how he is lazy and just wants to nap all the time and eat. So the Peppa Pig show, and she's British. That's just a whole nother thing. I don't like I'm not a big foreign accent guy when I watch TV.
Oh,
So Peppa Pig, I don't like.
that's
Did
the real
those
title.
bad?
Tin
Did those
said
bad?
what about British people?
That's it. Did those bad behaviors from Peppa Pig rub off on? Like, did it show
A little bit.
those? Yeah.
A little bit.
That's why he wants to punch Peppa.
You have to. Your kids will pick up the behavior of what they watch on television.
Yeah.
So that's why we're
That's a
back to
good
watching
one.
sports only.
Sports only. All right, I love it. Shout out! I am going back to something that just got mentioned. The world of The Walking Dead. My guy, Carl.
Carl.
Poor Carl.
Coral, as some might refer him to. Coral. That guy, he made a lot of poor choices. It wasn't like it was. I get it. He grew up in a zombie apocalypse. His dad is a little bit off the rocker occasionally. His mom had an affair with this guy who her husband
Crazy
then
guy.
killed. I mean, so I get it. He's probably had some trauma in his life. Made some poor
little bit.
choices.
Just a little bit.
Kind of thought he was all that. And so he was very frustrating to watch on TV. Honestly, they kind of made him out to be a pretty tough character to root for.
Yeah.
All in all, he wasn't. I mean, I don't know how old he was in the show. Like 12, maybe. He's probably like 12, 13. And he got older, but
he got better.
Never a fan of Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's all. There's a lot of, and maybe it's just because the show didn't know what to do with kids, but there's a lot of annoying kids in The Walking Dead, like the little girls. They were annoying. I thought you were going to pick one of them.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I was always a Carl hater throughout the show. That was with my heart. I remember watching it. And I was always just like, that guy kind of sucks. Okay.
There we go.
Here
Kids
we
that
go.
we're punching.
Next. Let's do this one next. I think this is a fun one. Most likely to let me make sure how I worded it. Most likely to kill way more people than are necessary. Have a high kill count.
Right.
There's a lot of characters out there, a lot of action characters. Mason said he didn't know what he's doing with this. He's probably gonna pick Thanos.
Nope, that's a movie.
Sorry, not in
Yep.
TV.
Ooh. Nope.
Mason, do you have an answer for this one?
I do. I'm actually going to go with a cartoon, surprisingly.
Ah.
I felt like this was something that I would sneak to watch, and it was like, why was this a cartoon allowed for kids? But that would be Samurai Jack. The cartoon, yeah. He was
that
this
was
ninja.
Yeah, that was on late night Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
But it was on Cartoon
You
Network.
weren't
But
supposed to watch it.
no, but it was like there's blood in it, I believe, in that cartoon,
Yeah.
and he would just be surrounded, and he would just kill everybody. I just thought he would. And did you ever watch it, Zach?
Not really. No.
I feel like there's
That's a good
probably
answer,
a good thing.
It's very
Thank you.
violent.
Very violent. Yeah,
Love that.
that's my answer.
Very
Samurai
nice.
Jack.
There you go.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
good
think
pick.
I'd be using that for anything else. So I was like,
Great pick.
my biggest fear is we go through this and we keep adding them, and for some reason we're at 30 superlatives, and I'm running out. So I'm picking things that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever use
I
Samurai
know.
Jack ever again. So I'm picking some and that's not a conservative one. I feel like that's a pretty good one. Turn on the episode and you'll know what I mean. But yeah. All right.
All right. I went with Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings, the television series.
Never seen it.
So
I have seen it.
he is just ruthless. It's very violent TV show. But he is like the Viking guy who discovered how to sail over over the ocean. They discover England, and it becomes his mission to like capture England and take it over, and they just kill a lot of people. And it's a very good television. It's a very good show. If you've never seen Vikings, it's on Hulu. It's for sure worth a watch.
There you go. How many seasons does that have now?
This is like 7.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. And I think it originally was on History Channel. So they tried to make it like use some actual facts and things like that. Like it was well done.
I like that.
So Ragnar Rothbuck.
All right, mine is kind of a throwback a little bit to a show that ended a good bit ago, and that is going to be Jack Bauer from 24. If you've watched it, there's a website that tracked how many kills he had in each season. There's 9 seasons, and it said he had to have caused the death, and the death had to be confirmed, like with video evidence. Over the 9 seasons, he killed 309 people on screen. In one season, he killed 52 people in one season of television. I mean, and you can say unnecessary, maybe. I think most of them were necessary. He saved the world 9 times effectively, which is kind of a wild show. That if you've never watched it, that show, Mason, you ever watched it?
I haven't seen it. You think
this is a show that does not exist nowadays. It was like the idea was there's 24 episodes in a season, and they're an hour long each. So in each hour is like the 24 hours in one day. So it's like a big terrorist attack, and it's like 24 hours, and every episode is 1 hour consecutively. So the whole season is just one day. So it's like he killed 52 people in one day. Not just like in a bomb, but like individuals. So that was a wild show. You talk about violent. That's a very violent show. Runner up might be Omni-Man. I feel like Omni-Man kills everybody. Shout out Invincible. Second half of season 2 is out. Okay. Good picks. You guys had some pulls there I was not expecting, but I like it.
Thank you, Zach.
Like it. Okay, next. Most likely to be drunk by 10 a.m. Most likely to be drunk by 10 a.m. So these are people. It's pretty self-explanatory category. Mason, who do you pick?
I'm gonna go with another cartoon.
And
it's gonna be Peter Griffin. Every single episode, that guy is drinking beer, alcohol. Is he not? And he's always getting into trouble because of his drinking. Yeah. What do we think of that one? Good pick?
That's what I was going to pick.
Oh!
I'm going to pivot, though. I'm going to pivot. So you're good.
You can still pick it, right?
Pick. Yeah, but I'm just going to pick something else.
Okay.
I had 2. I was like debating.
Okay.
Well, is that a pretty good one? I take it.
Oh, yeah. That's like Peter Griffin's like known for. He drinks a lot of beer.
Yes, and I think he would literally be drunk by 10 a.m. Probably from the night before as well.
There's probably some episodes where he is.
Yes, 100%.
Good old Family Guy.
I have another one, but I don't want to go ahead. I don't want to take it again. So,
I'm gonna go with Meredith from The Office, which I haven't pulled from The Office yet.
I didn't think about it.
So, I mean,
That's a good
she's
one.
just known in the whole series as an alcoholic. They have the
Yep.
Christmas episode where Michael tries to take her to rehab. One of my favorite episodes is
So
when
funny.
St. Patrick's Day
It's so
episode,
funny.
and she's drinking at the office, and people are arguing. And she goes, "Not today. Today is a perfect day, St. Patrick's Day, where I would drink all day, no kids, no responsibilities." Everybody's like, "Where are your kids? Why don't you have your kids?"
Where are your kids? That's very funny. I honestly thought about that one as well. So I guess let's do this one then. This is gonna be. I also went with a cartoon character because I think it's fun. I'm gonna take Homer Simpson with this one.
That's the second one I had.
You know,
Someone took
he
mine.
always has a beer in his hand. Almost, he's at the bar like every episode.
Yeah.
It is, you know, it's part of that. I don't know. Family Guy and The Simpsons kind of are in a lot of ways pretty similar, like that. Based around a dad who's pretty irresponsible, drinks a lot, and is very stupid. So that's pretty good. That's what I was gonna go with as well. So great picks, everybody. You both had picks that I was considering. Okay, last one. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it.
I'm pumped.
Okay, last one. This is one I think is a fun one. I think nowadays we're getting into this era of high school graduation speeches where it's pretty fun to quote like pop culture things instead of. I feel like back in the day people quoted like philosophers or presidents or whatever. I feel like nowadays it's funnier if you quote something like from pop culture. So, most likely to be quoted in a high school graduation speech. Mason.
Okay. I got to go with one that I feel like I've actually seen videos of it being quoted. And I feel like it's an obvious one, and that's going to be Michael Scott.
I was really thinking about burning it for that one as well.
Yeah. No.
Because it probably is the most quoted, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
I have some quotes here. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Wikipedia is the best thing ever. Anyone in the world can write anything they want about any subject. So you know you are going to be the best possible information, Michael Scott. There's some pretty good ones. There's better ones on here, but yeah. You guys got any quotes that you can think of, Michael Scott wise, that you're just like, that's one that I use
It's
all
like,
the time?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Michael
Yep.
Scott, yeah.
Is it better to be feared or loved?
Both.
Yeah, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. It's pretty much infinite. Yeah.
I didn't take anybody's, did I?
No,
I was
I didn't want to
considering
burn him there.
Yeah.
I know it's a good one, and I was trying to figure out.
I feel like I had to use it there. I feel like it was a no-brainer.
All right, I went with a more old school. People probably aren't going to be using him now, but maybe our generation people were using him, and I went with Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Wow.
He was the teacher for the group of students that the show follows all the way through college. He even became a college professor for them, just so kind of tagged along with them for a long time. But he always had these, the music would slow down, play like the little, I don't know, the 90s sad, heartwarming music when he'd be giving them life advice and, things like that. He'd do these big speeches. So I don't know. He's probably got some inspirational quotes in there somewhere.
Like actual advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good one. I think I know that show is a little bit older now.
Yeah.
Was he in the new remake of it?
I believe he came in a few episodes. Yeah. I think he was supposed to be like the principal of the school that the daughter is going to, because it's the daughter of Corey and Topanga. Right. I think he was the principal, which is amazing because he seemed like a very old man in Boy Meets World, but he really wasn't that old. He just looked a little rough for his age, I guess.
I like that. I like that pick. I'm making a choice here. On this one, I'm kind of I went the same route as Mason because I was thinking about if I was writing a speech, who would I try and quote in it to like get a laugh. And I think Michael is a good one. The other person I think I might have quoted, and I don't like to burn it here, but I'm going to. I'm picking Dwight Schrute.
Oh,
I have a couple quotes for you that I think I would pull out of my bag. This is maybe the best one that's good life advice. Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
Yep.
There's too many people on this earth. We need a new plague. That aged well. That was before COVID. He predicted it, I think. Today, smoking is going to save lives.
Yep.
Yeah. Starts the fire.
Oh, man. The eyes are the groin of the head. That would hit pretty hard in a speech. Welcome to Hotel Hell. Check-in time is now. Check-out time is never.
Never.
Ooh, that's funny. Okay. I could just... Who is Justice Beaver? Imagine just starting off a speech with a Dwight Schrute quote, and it would go a laugh every time. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading. I could keep reading quotes for a long time, probably. That's what I'm going with, though. That's a pretty heavy hitter. I don't really like burning him there, but I think it's a good one. Okay. How do we feel? We only had 4 today. Four quotes. Or 4 categories. Superlatives. So we're 9 in now.
I forgot fool me once, strike one, fool me twice, strike 3.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like I would use that one. That one's the best one. I was looking at some more. That's probably the one I would go with.
We're all really big. If you don't know us in real life, we're all very big Office fans. Like probably, like without a doubt, the most watched show for all 3 of us. Probably like the times we've Mason might be in game. I don't know. Infinity War, most watched media for you.
Infinity War, yeah. Infinity War, in game, and probably The Office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make friends first. Yeah, that's his for sure. Make friends first, make sales second, make love third, in no particular order. We could go all day with this. We should just do an episode where we rate these quotes.
Put quotes out. We're gonna blind rank quotes. Michael's got quotes.
That's it. I'm going back to college. I'm going to make it known that I'm going to be first in the class just so I can do a speech where I start out with a Michael Scott quote. It'll have to be a college where there's only 20 students or something, because I wouldn't be able to.
So you can be valedictorian.
So he's a Tweety.
20. I can be valedictorian for like 500 students. It'd have to be smaller than that.
Okay.
Or thousands. Yep. So that's my goal. All right.
Love it.
Good work, everybody.
All right, guys. Great superlatives there. We'll continue this next month. We're trying to do it once a month. So next month, we'll come back with some more superlatives. If you have any funny ideas that you think will be a really funny thing for us to try to pull some characters out of into a category, let us know and we will include them. If you have any issues with any of the characters we picked, you're a big fan of Carl Grimes potentially, let us know that too. I don't know if there's any Carl fans out there, but if you are, let us know. Other than that, we hope you guys have a great week. Tune in tomorrow. March Madness is upon us. We are going to give you all of our takes. We're going to try and win you some money as well, betting wise. So be there with us, and we will catch you tomorrow morning for our March Madness episode. See you later.